right? Sorry, Ramos. But he's the Joker. Just like Onyx Lorenzoni was my Joker. Onyx, you're going to leave the civil house and go to who knows where. I'm a soldier. Nice for you. Go there, okay? We changed ministers. Now, when people say that there are so many hundreds of military personnel, they take, for example, the GSI. There are about 600 military personnel.
Well, then you have to be a military person, right?
It has to be military personnel, man.
But, man, and she, was it important to be a military personnel in the Ministry of Health? Pazuello, for example, his specialty is logistics.
Look, I'll give you an example that you know well. EACE. Yes, here in Rio de Janeiro, here in Sao Paulo. A den of corruption. There were bribes there. The staff charged 4,000 cart pushers 160 reais per month. The guys sold the stones, which were the boxing locations there. Without a contract, a fake contract, half the price paid in 100 reais notes. The women who served a coffee for around 200 reais paid 60 reais per month. There was prostitution and drug use there. And when you can't see everything from one moment to the next, when I realized that something was wrong there, I looked for Paulo Guedes. I looked for Teresa Cristina, the minister who was hers. Teresa, I put something wrong there. I'm going to change everyone, right? Paulo Guedes. Let's put an administrator, someone who knows how to manage. No, Paulo Guedes, that's a police matter. I just left the route Colonel Mello was today. Mello, do you want to take over this thing? He took over. Go to Sagast today. He resurfaced a lot of things, painted the clock tower, put an end to prostitution. There are no more bribes for pushers. 4,000 cart pushers, who even had a driving school to push carts, charged you 2,000 reais. He put an end to the bullshit there.
Who?
Colonel Mello was today. He was there. It was a police station. We solved it. And he is doing an excellent job there. He took over CS, 50,000 people. They walk around there every day. Ask them what they thought about 2 years ago. They are thrilled with Colonel Melara today. He's the military man. It was a police issue. They tried again, the same politicians and others, got into CS. They didn't get in. An important politician there wanted to talk to Melara today. Melara spoke. He reacted a little, but he accepted. There were 10 p.m. on the table. Of course, parliamentarian. What did you think? What does your excellency want? I understand.
But hey, I asked about Pazuello specifically because of what we had, that tragedy we had in Manaus. It was the lack of oxygen there. And man, the Minister of Health, he's an expert in logistics. So it was to be expected that we wouldn't have a problem like that. What happened?
Look at that. No, they asked late. In 24 hours, the planes with the oxygen cylinders started arriving there. In 24 hours, now the demand has been huge. There was a shortage. It's not that I'm not going to blame the state government. I'm not going to blame. Because it was something that exploded.
Oh, there's a conspiracy theory, actually, so I don't want to impute anything here, okay? There's a conspiracy theory that says there was a certain experiment going on there to see if herd immunity worked.
No. What they did was criminal. Administering huge doses of hydroxychloroquine. 3-4 times more than recommended. Any medicine becomes poison when the dose is exaggerated. That's what they did there. Exactly to bury any study on hydroxychloroquine. That's what was done there.
I understand.
That's what was done there. You don't test herd immunity, it just happened. Now, what happened all over the world, like in Italy, in nursing homes, everyone died. People who were 80, 90, 100 years old. These are people who are already quite weak. Anything can lead to death. That happened. Everyone was confined. So this problem with hydrox happened there, and it became a taboo. The thing is, now, when Pazuello came in, we needed the example of Jair. He wasn't a great manager, although he has understanding. In my opinion, he was an excellent manager. Pazuello, for example, was there in Roraima. He was the interventor of Roraima. He was appointed by court order, and the armed forces put him there to be the manager of Roraima. He did an excellent job, too. In health, the same thing. He did a good job. Well, it was management. Stopping corruption here. Health, the daily budget is 500 million Ray. This is something that attracts the attention of many people who want to do well in this area. He took a team of 20 military personnel, more or less, and closed the tap.
Health is the Achilles heel, where people criticize.
It's complicated. It's complicated. You take the hospitals. There are 6 hospitals in Rio de Janeiro. It's a problem to this day. Nelson Tinks stayed with us for 30 days. He asked to leave. I don't know why he didn't say why. Respect. He was loyal to me, a great guy, an excellent professional. But I think that when he realized what the ministry was, some people think that the ministry is like a barracks. You give orders, and the people follow them. It's not like that. Usually the military's equipped. People have been there for a long time. They know everything. They can do a lot of things for good or for bad. Nelson Tech asked to make a speech. I still meet him today. I'll deal with him calmly, in a good way. But it's not easy to run the Ministry of Health with that huge budget that exists there.
President, look, I have a few more things to say here, but I don't know if you're comfortable.
I don't know. If we have an audience, we'll continue. So let's continue there. Now, spice things up a bit, man. It's getting like Mommy and Daddy. Soon, it'll be... You're looking over here. You're looking deeper and deeper into my eyes. Soon it'll start to get a little bit more heated, man. No? And if a mood starts, I'm the husband. Let that be clear. Yeah, man. No. Damn, look. Don't talk about FOD. No, you can't. You have to... Oh. At that moment. Okay.
No, I meant, by the way, if you want to leave at any time so I can go to the bathroom, feel free, okay?
No problem here. A tampon here. Okay?
Dude, we had it there. I talked to some guys here who were part of the government at first. You can talk about Frota. You can talk about Moro. And man, these guys left feeling betrayed, you know? So Frota, right at the beginning in fact, is... Tell a story that he told twice actually about how it happened. Because I asked him how this breakdown happened. Because he was elected with Bolsonaro's flag too and so on. Wow. What's your side of the story about betraying the guys, like leaving it behind?
Check it out. I'm not going to personalize this or that.
Okay.
Several people quickly became enemies. One came to me and said, I want the Secretary of Culture. I don't want my Secretary of Culture for myself. You're on it. Another said, I want all the federal revenue offices in Sao Paulo. The other said, I want to create a secretariat for the Northeast, where, for example, Côte d'Ivoire would be placed. So each one started asking. One of those few people asked for certain things that I said, I won't give them. The government is mine. If you want to help choose people to fill that role, that's fine. But not for you to use it. I want to put a guy in the culture who will moralize the Rouanet law. I'm not against culture. Well, there's that law. Paulo Gustavo, what's up?
Yeah. Paulo Gustavo.
It was just approved, okay? There was some confusion, but that's okay. It's helping the most humble. The Rouanet law, which paid up to 10 million a year.
Your problem with the Rouanet law was the 10 million.
No, it was absurd that for big shots who were always sucking up to other presidents back then, to capture up to 10 million in the market. It's Rees.
But didn't you fine-tune the cultural aspect in Brazil with the ministry?
I did. We put culture under other ministries. It became a secretariat.
It became a secretariat.
Sports too.
Will this weaken, President?
No, it's not a question of weakening it. We wanted to reduce the number of ministries. Today I look at sports, for example.
But does it have an effect in practice?
No, it doesn't have an effect. I saw later that it has almost no effect. It does have an effect because the guy has a plane that he can move around Brazil, a few more people at the ministry, but it doesn't have the economic effect that you thought it did here. I confess that I saw